What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the K-Pop Blast. The natural thing to cover would be the Asian Music Awards, but we're not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to cover some comebacks for 2015. And did you know that there was a K-pop concert happening somewhere in Europe? Do you know where it is? I don't know. If you don't, you're going to find out. So let's find out all the information on that right now. We're going to start off the show with some comebacks that have been mentioned, that have been announced for 2015. First off, we're going to talk about Infinite H. Not the full Infinite group, just Infinite H. The rap group that is consists of Dongwoo and Hoya. And that is got, obviously, everyone who is an Infinite fan, they have a very large following. Everyone is super pumped for that. That is definitely a group that everyone is hyped to see. I'm interested. I am very, very interested to see what they have got, because I actually quite enjoy Infinite H and Infinite in general. Just in general, they're really good. And, new K-pop music, who would not be, excited to hear that? The thing is, and, which has got me even more interested in this, is that it's going to be produced by somebody from Brand New Music. And Brand New Music is an entertainment company that exclusively does rap, that signs, exclusively rap artists or rap duos. This is a rap company or entertainment company. So I'm really interested to see what they have, what they write for Infinite H. I'm sure it's going to be awesome, and I'm sure that the two members of this group, this subgroup, are going to perform it we're just going to absolutely blow it out of the water. Number 2, we've got EXO, who are coming back in sometime 2015. And this is going to be, for me at least, what makes me super interested with this is to see what they do. Because 2014 was a bad year for EXO, losing 2 members for scandalous reasons, I guess some would say. And, during the Asian Music Awards, members, or one of the, I can't even remember exactly because I don't know the specifics off the top of my head right now. I didn't write it down, so I don't know. But a member, basically gave a pretty passionate, speech or whatever, saying that, they're going to come back and they're going to keep going and they're not going to quit. So it seems to me, from my impression of that, is that they are, they are very serious about putting what happened this year behind them, forgetting about it completely and moving on with their lives, and continuing as EXO, and not only remaining at the level that they're at now, but upping the game and becoming even more popular and even larger. So I'm really, really excited to see how they do that. It's really, really, really awesome, and it would be really good for SM to have them have a successful comeback that isn't, I don't know, that isn't dirtied with any sort of controversy or scandal like a lot of their recent ones have been. So that would be fantastic. A comeback that is just that people can focus on the music and the group that has released new music, as opposed to everyone trying to find some sort of drama to dig up about a release, which has happened to Red Velvet the last 2 times that they've released a song, which is very sad. And I think that it's kind of overshadowed Red Velvet as a group and their potential. But that's not the whole point of what we're not going to. I could talk about that for at least 5 minutes, but we're not gonna. So we got to move on to the third. It's not really, well, it is an announced comeback. And SM has not really announced, but they have, I guess, technically announced or released that they are planning on a ton of solo debuts or solo releases from various members of their groups over the next year. The only confirmed one so far is Amber from FX. Amber, really? It's not really. Now, Amber from FX, perfect. I think that it's going to be awesome. I really want to see what happens with that. It's very interesting because she is like the least likely person that you would expect to have a solo from FX. And I want to, and it really, I'm probably going to make people mad when I say this. I really think that I'm going to make people mad, but I want to say that she's probably like the least liked, and two, seen as the least talented member of the group. And I don't really think that I'm far off in saying that, but that's just, the general feeling that I get from a lot of the people who are making comments about this, and, who have made comments about her and her relation to FX in general. So it's a bit surprising to me, honestly, really, Amber from FX as opposed to any of the other people. It's crazy to me. But I'm really, really interested to see how it goes, and I hope that she does well. So those are the comebacks. EXO, Infinite H, definitely groups that are coming out. Also Amber with her solo debut, and more artists from SM. So I got a question for you relating to these SM solo releases. Who do you want to see a solo release from coming out of SM? Anybody from Girls' Generation, Shiny? Who else? Anybody? Infinite, EXO? Who do you want to see make a solo debut, that is, too? I mean, if they have never had a solo release, would you want to see them do one, make one? Let me know. Put your responses down in the comments below. I'm really interested to see who you think and who you want will get SM is going to reward or give a solo release to. So those are the comebacks I just talked about. We talked about those a little bit. What I feel about those, how much I'm anticipating them. Let's move on to this concert that is happening over in Europe. So let's get right into that. The concert that I'm talking about is the K-pop Dream concert that is going to be happening in Rotterdam in the Netherlands. And oh my God, okay, so let's talk about this, because the lineup and all of this has got me super pumped. Basically what this is like a United Cube concert under a different name, because it has got the main lineup is entirely Cube artists. You got 4 Minute, Beast, B2B, g.na. Who else? Is there anybody else? A-Pink, of course. That lineup is insane. 4 Minute. If 4 Minute played a show in the United States, I would lose my mind. Was gonna perform a show in the United States, I would lose my mind, and I would think of any possible way that I could make it there. And unfortunately, this one's in Europe, so I can't make it. And it seems to me that, at least Cube is wanting to focus on Europe, because 4 Minute over the last few months, or over the summer, I should say, I know that they did a couple 4 Minute showcases in various locations in Europe. I think they did one in Spain or Portugal. There was one in Sweden, or one of those Scandinavian countries as well. And Cube, it seems that they're focusing on the European market, which is fine. But hey, I'm out here in Kentucky in the United States. Why don't you play a show at the Yum Center? Please, that would be so awesome if they would play a show at the Yum Center. And the thing that is amazing, not amazing, but just not really blows my mind, but is really impressive about this, is that tickets for putting you basically right up at the front of the stage are only going to cost you 110 euros, which, for those of you who don't know what the conversion from euros to dollars is, that's like $135. And that's ridiculous. That is absolutely insane. I mean, that's cheap. That's not really cheap, but that's cheap. I guess if that makes any sense. You're going to see a group or groups, seriously, at least 4 huge K-pop groups, right? A-Pink, B2B, Beast, 4 Minute. Those are some real, maybe not top tier, but they are some seriously popular K-pop groups. g.na as well, she's a fantastically popular soloist. You're going to see 5 fantastically, amazingly popular K-pop acts perform live right in front of you, and it's only going to cost you $135. That is crazy. That if there was any way that I could possibly get to that show, I would buy those tickets and I would go, because that is definitely worth it. It seems like a lot of money, but I'm telling you, right, once you get there, you will be so glad you spent that money if you've never been to a show, a K-pop concert ever. And if you're a Cube fan or just a fan of one of these groups, then it's definitely going to be worth it. And I would I urge you, if you've never been to a show and you can make it, possibly make it, and you like K-pop, it doesn't even matter who it is, which groups are your favorites, think about buying tickets to this show and go, because you won't be disappointed, I guarantee you. So tickets for that go on sale in about a week, and I'm sure, I would anticipate, since Europe it's really easy to get around in Europe, tickets are probably going to be sold out quick. And then you'll also get to meet a bunch of people from all over the continent, and that'll be tons of fun as well. So there we go. That is it for this episode of the K-pop Blast. Some comebacks, tons of stuff to anticipate for 2015. I mean, 2014 is not even over yet. We still got a few more weeks to go, but we got one eye on 2015, because 2015, we want to see how the year starts, and then we'll go from there. And then you got a concert that's going to happen sometime in where is it going to happen? I don't even know. Actually, I do know. I wrote it down. It says April 2015. The specific date, not specified, but in April of 2015, there will be a concert in Europe, which I can't get to, but I know a lot of people in Europe obviously can get to, so you should do it. So, like I said, that is it for this episode of the K-pop Blast. As always, I want to thank you for watching this video, but before you go, please check out the rest of the videos on my channel. If you like what you see, then subscribe. Also, follow me on Twitter. The link is down in the description below. Give me a follow, and I would really appreciate that. So, again, as I said, that is it for this video. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.